Hello children, this is Naresh Mathur and today we are going to discuss trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. This is also an important concept of trigonometry. We need to learn the values of these ratios on certain angles. These are the standard angles. These are 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, and we need to learn the values of this angle. For example, sine 30, the value of sine 60, tan 30, tan 45. So this is the very important table which you need to learn. But the question is how can we draw the table? So in the next slide I am going to explain you how can we draw this table in a simple steps. Let's see. Just see step by step, we'll discuss it. First we need to write all the trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, and the standard angle as 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Alright, we just need to find the value of sine theta, all the values of sine theta, and by the value of sine theta we'll find all the values of the remaining trigonometric ratios. How? Let's see. For the value of sine theta, what we need to do, just write numbers from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then all the numbers will be divided by 4, 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, root 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. Now find its square root. The square root of 0 is 0, root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2, root 1 by 2, the root 1 is always 1, so 1 by root 2, we can write it in the form of 1 by root 2, root 3 by 4, so we can just take it 4 outside from the square root, so we can write it as root 3 by 2, and 4 by 1, 4 by 4 is 1, so root 1 is always 1. Alright, now by this method we can get the value of sine theta. We will read it as sine 0, 0, sine 30 half, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2 and sine 90 is 1. Is it clear? Now we need to find the value of cos. Just write the values in reverse order. See, 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0. See again, we just what we have did, just write all the values of sine theta in reverse order. Alright, I am saying reverse order, I am not saying reciprocal. Okay, it's just we're just writing it in a reverse order. So 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0. Now for finding the value of tan theta, we will consider the formula of tan theta equals to sine by cos. This formula we discussed in the introductory part of this chapter. Alright, now see, the value of 0 upon 1, 0 upon 1 is 0. See, two things you need to learn: 0 upon something is always 0 and something upon 0, let's say this one is x, x upon 0 is always infinite. Alright, infinite, not defined, undefined, we can say any of them. Let's say we just write it as a not defined. Alright, or we can write it as infinite also. So for the value of tan theta, 0 upon 1 is 0, 1 by 2 upon root 3 by 2. See, come on, this 2 will be cancelled out, we'll get 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 upon 1 by root 2 will get 1. Root 3 by 2 upon 1 by 2, these 2 will be cancelled out and we'll get the root 3. Root 3 upon 1 is, you can write it as a root 3 only. Now 1 upon 0 is not defined, or we can write it as infinite. Alright, this is the symbol of infinite. Now we got the values of sine, cos and tan. Now we can get the value of cot by simply writing the values of tan theta in reverse order. So the from infinite to infinite, root 3, 1 by root 3 and 0. Alright. Now it's an interesting thing, if you just find the reciprocal of the tan theta, will get the same value, because tan theta is and cot theta are reciprocal to each other. So we can just learn it by the reciprocal also. So 0, the reciprocal of 0 is what? 0 upon something, the reciprocal of something upon 0 will get infinite. 1 by root 3 will be root 3. 1, the reciprocal of 1 will be 1. The reciprocal of root 3 is 1 by root 3 and not defined. X by 0 will be 0 by x, it means 0. Alright. Now for finding the value of sec theta, we'll use sec theta equals to 1 by cos theta. Now just finding the reciprocal of this. So the reciprocal of 1 is 1. Reciprocal of root 3 by 2 will be 2 by root 3. The reciprocal of 1 by root 2 will be root 2. The reciprocal of half will be 2, and the reciprocal of 0 will be infinite or not defined. Now for finding the values of cosec, we'll just write the values in again reverse order. So we'll get the values of cosec. Is it clear? Now see it one more time. Alright, I'm explaining this concept one more time. See from the beginning. What we have did, we just write all the trigonometric ratios and all the angles here. Just write the number from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, divided by 4. Alright. Then we just find the square root of this number. So we'll get 0, root 1 by 4 is 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1 as the values of sin theta. For finding cos theta, what we have did, just finding the values, just writing values in reverse order. We have sin and cos. Now for tan theta, we'll use sin by cos. Now by writing the values in reversing order, we'll get the value of cot theta. For sec theta, we can use 1 by cos theta, we can get the reciprocal values of these cos theta and we'll get the sec theta. And for the cosec theta, we can write the values of sec theta in the reverse order. Now suppose if you write cosec theta this side and sec theta at the last, so what you need to do, you can find the value of cosec theta by simply 1 by sin theta also, because sin theta and cosec theta are also reciprocal to each other. So you can just compare these value also. The reciprocal of 1 by 2 will be 2, 1 by root 2 is root 2, root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3 and the reciprocal of 1 is 1. I hope you are getting this thing. Now if you have learned those values, then this exercise will be very easy for you. Alright, so let's start with this exercise. Now we are given first questions. We need to evaluate the following questions. First one is given as sin 60 cos 30 plus sin 30 cos 60. Now by the table, just for simplicity, I've given table, but later I prefer that you should learn these values. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30, what is the value of cos 30? Cos and 30, root 3 by 2. Sin 30, sin and 30, 1 by 2. And cos 60, cos and 60 is 1 by 2. For just put the values. So it will be 3 by 4, 1 plus 1 by 4, 3, 4 plus 1, 4 is 1. Second one, 2 tan square 45 plus cos square 30 minus sin square 60. So the value of tan 45 is always 1. So 2 into 1 square plus cos 30 is root 3 by 2. The square of root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 whole square. So this value will directly cut with this positive and negative. So we'll get the 2 as an answer. Okay. Now then the third question, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, sec 30 is 2 by root 3 and cosec 30 is 2. So for solving it, we just get the reciprocal of this number with the multiply symbol, sorry. Root 3 into 1 will be root 3. Now this 2 plus 2 root 3 will be multiplied with this root 2. Now we are getting square root in denominator. So for solving it, we have to rationalize this number. So we'll multiply this number with the opposite number. So opposite symbol. So root 3 minus 1 will be multiplied with both numerator and denominator. So after solving it, root 2 into root 2 is 2, 2 2s are 4, and a plus b, a minus b, root 3 plus 1, root 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1, it will be 2, 4 2s are 8. And similarly here, 3 into root 2 is 3 root 2, and root 3 into root 2 will be root 6. So this will be your final answer. Alright, always find the rationalized form of the fraction if you are getting any square root in the denominator. Now next question says sin 30 plus tan 45 minus cosec 60 upon sec 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. Just put these values of these trigonometric ratios. Just take LCM. Let's say half plus 1 is 3 by 2 minus 2 by root 3. Similarly, half plus 1 is 3 by 2. So we can take LCM. So 2 root 3 will be LCM and that will be cut it out. Now we are getting 3 root 3 minus 4 and 3 root 3 plus 4. We can rationalize it. We'll multiply it with the 3 root 3 minus 4 by then multiply the whole fraction by this number. So at the numerator we'll get a minus b whole square, and in denominator it will be a square minus b square. So square of 3 root 3 will be 27 and the square of 4 will be 16. So after expanding a minus b whole square by the identity, we will get the number as 43 minus 24 root 3 by 11. Okay. Next question says 5 cos square 60 plus 4 sec square 30 minus 10 square 45 upon sin square 30 plus cos square 30. So just put the value of cos 60 is half, sec 30 is 2 by root 3 and tan 45 is 1. Sin 30 half, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So at the denominator we are getting 1/4 plus 3/4 it will be 1. Okay, we just need to solve this number. Just take LCM and we'll get the 12 as an LCM. After solving it, we'll get the answer as 67 by 12. I hope you get this concept. It's simple. We just need to learn those values, right? Now we need to choose the correct option and we need to justify it also. We are given to tan 30 upon 1 plus tan square 30 is equals to what? So tan 30 is always 1 by root 3. Just check the value. 2 into 1 by root 3 upon 1 plus whole square of 1 plus 1 by root 3. So after solving it, we'll get 4 by 3, that will be reciprocate as a 3 by 4. So we are getting root 3 by 2 at the end, which is the value of sin 60. It means the value of A is right. 1 minus tan square 45, 1 plus tan square 40. Tan 45 is always 1. 1 minus 1 is what? 0. 0 upon something is always 0. Sin 2a equals to 2 sin a is true when a equals to what? Now see here. The answer of this question is a, because sin 2a is an angle, alright. So 2 into 0, 0. Sin 0 is always 0, alright. Or 2 into sin 0 is also 0. So we only add value of 0. The equation is satisfied. What if we put a equals to 30? So that it would be sin 60 equals to 2 sin 30. So sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and sin 30 is half. 2 into half is 1. So it will not be equal. Similarly for 45 and 60 it will not be equal. So the answer is 0. Now 2 tan 30 upon 1 minus tan square 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 upon 1 minus whole square of 1 by root 3. After solving it we will getting root 3, which is the value of tan 60. Now this one is one more concept. This is a new concept. We are given tan a plus b equals to root 3 and tan a minus b equals to 1 by root 3. We need to find the value of a and b. Now see, the value of root 3 in the table of 10. See, the value of root 3 in the table at which angle? 60 degree. And 1 by root 3 at 30 degree. So what we are going to write, in the place of root 3 we are going to write tan a plus b equals to tan 60. Similarly, tan a minus b equals to tan 30. Now both trigonometric ratios are same and values are equal, then the angles will also be equal. So we'll just equate a plus b with the 60 and a minus b will be equal with the 30. Now we have two simple linear equations. We can solve this equation. After solving it, we can get the value of a and b. So a will be 45 degree and b will be 15 degree. Okay, what we are doing, just equating both the trigonometric ratios, as both side has 10 and the values are also equal, so we can equate the angles also. Now we need to just state whether the statement are true or false. Sin A plus B equals to sin A plus sin B. Now this is trigonometry, this is not an algebra, so this statement is false. We can check it by simply taking the values. Let's say A equals to 30 degree and B equals to 60 degree. So sin A plus B, here A plus B is working as an angle for this sine. Alright, so 30 plus 60 will be 90, so sin 90 is 1. Alright, now see sin A plus sin B, sin 30 plus sin 60, sin 30 is half and sin 60 is root 3 by 2, so it is not equals to 1, so it will not be equal to, so this statement is false. The second statement is the value of sin theta increases as theta increases. Yes, how can we say that? Because sin 0 is 0, sin 30 half, sin 45 1 by root 2 and sin 90 is 1. So we can see the value of sin theta is increasing with the theta. Alright. The value of cos theta increases as theta increases. No, false, because sin is increasing and we are writing the values in the reverse order, so it is decreasing actually. So this statement is false. Sin theta equals to cos theta for all values of theta. No. This is true only for the 45 degree. Sin 45 and cos 45 are equal, but for the other angles they are not equal at all. So this statement is also false. Cot A is not defined for A equals to 0 degrees. So cot is what? Tan theta is sin by cos, and cot will be cos by sin. Cos 0 by sin 0. Yes, sin 0 is equals to 0. So something upon 0 is always not defined. So these are the questions based on trigonometric ratios of some specific angle. So now you need to understand this thing. For solving these kind of questions, you must have learned the values of trigonometric ratios on the standard angles. So just try and practice to make that table and try to learn these values, then it will be very easy for you. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.